Hi, my name is Michelle Margiata, and I studied music education at Lee University. Some of the ensembles that I performed in were Ladies of Lee, Jazz Ensemble, the Chorale, and also did ministry with Campus Choir. Recently, I just graduated with my doctorate in music composition, and for the last 6 years I've been traveling the country playing piano and guitar for Kathy Tricoli, who is an artist in Christian music for the past 35 years. I've also been teaching adjunct in 2 universities in New York and also doing ministry at churches on the side and freelancing with some other artists based out of Nashville. Lee University has been a landmark in my life in that I often look back at those years as formative years, that I was building my faith not based upon what my parents believed, but what I believed and why I believed it. My professors at Lee, they demanded excellence in education, but they also challenged me in my faith. They encouraged me to become excellent at what I did, but also to become excellent at who I was becoming. And I believe those are the tools that when we leave college are so important, that we become like Jesus, and it's who we are, not just what we do. That is probably one of the main reasons why I went back to school to get my doctorate, was to influence others just as my professors influenced me. That's how much they've impacted me, and that's how much Lee University has been so special in my heart. So thank you, Lee.
Hi, my name is Julie Duncan, and my maiden name was Julie Smith. While I was at Lee, I graduated in 1994. My major was music education, vocal choral, and piano was my main instrument. While at Lee, I participated and traveled with the Lee Singers as the accompanist, and then with Second Edition as a vocalist. I presently teach at Mount Paran Christian School in Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm the choral director here for grades 6 through 12, and I've directed over 20 musical productions as the music director here at Mount Paran through my 8 years that I've been here. I would say that being at Lee helped prepare me for the role that I'm in today in a couple of ways. One is, as I was traveling with the Lee Singers and the accompanist for the Lee Singers, I learned a lot of strategies for accompanying, but I also learned a lot of rehearsal techniques and rehearsal skills as an accompanist. And I know that that makes me a better choral director today because of that preparation while I was at Lee. I also, with my Second Edition work, learned to be a worship leader, and I'm today also directing the chapel band here at Mount Paran. So I'm very, very thankful for my time at Lee and the experience that I gained there, and give God the glory for that as well.
I'm Seema Swartzel, and I am the music specialist for Arnold Memorial Elementary School in Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm a 37-year veteran of education. I have taught elementary, middle, high school, and post-secondary. My primary area of study at Lee University was I have a bachelor's degree in music education, and I certified in vocal and instrumental. I was in campus choir as my ensemble with Dr. Philip Thomas and with Dr. David Horton. I presently teach elementary school, and I have had 25 student teachers from Lee University. I am also a member of the Teacher Advisory Board to Dr. Candace McQueen, who is the State Superintendent of Schools for the state of Tennessee. The person or the experience that really changed my life at Lee was hands down Virginia Horton. She continues to be my mentor. She helped me to understand as an educator never to steal someone's dignity in the process of teaching them. She helped me understand that if there wasn't money, you had to find it to help your students be trained. So far, I have earned $70,000 in grants for my students. She changed my life, and Lee University is my alma mater.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Lene, and I graduated in 2014 with a Bachelor's of Vocal Performance from the School of Music. In that time, I was in the Opera Theater Ensemble, Chorale, and Choral Union. Right now, I am in my dressing room at St. Petersburg Opera, where I'm about to sing my first Donna Anna. The significant thing for me at Lee was I got the foundation of my musical knowledge while I was there. I got to learn the musical theory, the composition techniques, the history of the people who wrote it, all of which gives me the basis of each interpretation that I have in this career, and I would not be here without it. I also want to say a giant thank you to all of the faculty who believed in me back when I really didn't believe in myself. I wouldn't be here without you. So, bye!
I graduated from Lee University back in 1999, where my field of study was Bachelor of Arts in Vocal Performance. While there, one of the groups that I was part of was Campus Choir, as well as a part-time worship pastor in Georgia. Currently, I am the worship pastor at the Cary Church of God, right outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been here for 10 years. And before that, I served as a worship pastor at the Spring Valley Church of God in Pennsylvania. One of the most impactful imprints of my life while I was at Lee was being a part of Campus Choir and under the direction of Dr. David Horton. Doc, we loved him and he loved us, and being a part of that group, touring, having him for class, our worship times, our prayer times, has molded my life, has molded my ministry for the last 20 years, and has made a great impact on my life and the life of my children. And he continues to do so. And I will never forget it.
My primary area of study at Lee University was music business with a vocal emphasis for my undergraduate degree. I also have a master's in church music from Lee University, and I was a member of the Voices of Lee, as well as choral union and chapel band. I currently live in Nashville, Tennessee, where I serve as part-time staff at Christ Church, Nashville. I am the staff music arranger, and I'm also called upon from time to time to lead worship or direct our choir. I also work as a freelance musician here in Nashville, primarily as an arranger and orchestrator and a session singer. My Lee University School of Music experience is priceless to me in so many ways. I mean, first and foremost, my experience with the Voices of Lee just trained me in so many different ways for my career, and Danny Murray is still a close personal friend of mine. But also, so many of the classes that I took, music theory, sight singing and ear training, conducting, the church music curriculum, my private lessons with Andre Dismukes, shout out Dr. D. All of these classes and more, I'm sure that I'm forgetting, trained me in so many ways and gave me skills that I'm still using on a day-to-day basis here in Nashville.
I was a vocal performance major at Lee and was the first to graduate from the Bachelor of Music program. While there, I was a member of the Lee Singers, chorale, the chamber orchestra, and the opera theater, and was always a part of choral union. Since I left Lee, I've sung a little bit with some professional ensembles throughout the United States, but I fell into teaching and sort of fell in love with teaching high school students, and am now the choral director in Asheville, North Carolina at A.C. Reynolds High School. I think what prepared me the most for what I'm currently doing is the rigor and expectation of travel and performance, and being all around the world, meeting new people all the time, staying in their homes and getting to know them and having to relate with them quickly. I'm encountered with new kinds of families and students almost every day, and I feel ready to have conversations and to get close to those people because of the training that I experienced while I was at Lee.
Hi, I'm Louisa. I studied music education and did a Bachelor of Arts in Voice, and I was also in the chorale and the opera theater. I teach at a community music school, maintain a private studio, cantor for several churches, and sing for opera companies and choral groups in the area. Surprisingly enough, what has most prepared me for the real world of music is conducting class and piano proficiency. Thanks for pushing me outside my box.
Hi, my name is Megan Poff, and I got my master's degree in vocal performance while I was at Lee University. There I studied with Dr. Sherry Brindle, and I also was a part of the Chamber Opera and some of the main stage productions and compromario roles as well. My graduate assistantship was with Dr. Thomas in music history and also Dr. Ron Brindle in vocal pedagogy. Those assistantships prepared me for what I do today. I am currently an adjunct voice professor at York College of Pennsylvania, teaching music literature and also voice lessons. As far as my performing goes, I do a lot of early music now, and I'm really passionate about the indigenous music of early America, so I'm exploring the repertoire of Francis Hopkinson, one of our founding fathers, and our first art song composer. It's been a blessing to be a part of the Lee University family. Happy homecoming.
Hello, my name is Sharon Green Ballinger. While at Lee, I received my degree in vocal performance along with a master's in church music. I also was a member of the Lee Singers, a featured vocalist with the symphonic band, a member of campus choir, and Power Unlimited. I have served for almost 20 years as a minister of music and a private vocal instructor, but previously I am serving alongside my husband as the lead pastors of the Redemption Point Church of God in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I had some great experiences during my time in the School of Music. One was being able to study under some amazing professors like Virginia Horton, Dr. David Horton, Dr. Walt Malden, and several of the other professors. And secondly, being able to travel around the world singing and spreading the gospel for Jesus Christ.
When I think of Lee and the School of Music, 4 people immediately come to mind: the Hortons and the Wyatts. David Horton really taught me what worship was about. Virginia Horton, as my first voice teacher, taught me the art of technique, vocal technique in classical music. The Wyatts, Paula and Alan Wyatt, taught me that there are many options to explore in music. And I have explored many options on my musical journey and continue to do so. And I'm really grateful to them for instilling that in me.
Hi, this is Kim Alzamora. While I was at Lee University, I studied music education, vocal emphasis. I also participated in chorale, choral union, Sigma Alpha Iota, and opera theater. Currently, I'm living in Keller, Texas, and I'm working as a board-certified music therapist with Brookdale Hospice. I learned a countless number of things while I was at Lee, but my favorite is just to learn to sing. Before I went to Lee, I didn't know that I could. And now I get to sing every single day for my job and bring joy and laughter and peace to people, and I am really thankful.
There are a lot of things that I would say serve me really well that I can attribute to Lee University. I'll say the biggest thing is thinking for yourself. So whether that be thinking from your character's point of view and learning how to be a real person on stage, was a big deal in starting me off well when I went to the graduate level, and also serves me well to this day as a main stage artist. I currently live in Dayton, Ohio. I am a professional opera singer. I was teaching voice for a while, but ended up traveling a lot more, the more gigs that started to come in, so I still do some vocal coaching. I started my own web design business to have something on the road. And I also work in a coffee shop. I learned how to learn my music correctly and efficiently while I was in chorale. We had difficult music every semester, and that's a big deal to learn those real-world skills. It's not just so you can have a good semester in choir. It's not so you can have fun on stage. You need those things to be in the professional world, and they still serve me really well to this day, so thank you everyone at Lee.
Currently I reside in the greater Houston area, and I am the head director of orchestras at Kingwood High School. Kingwood High School has approximately 2,800 students, and almost 10% of the school is enrolled in orchestra. We have 7 performing groups, 6 string orchestras, and 1 full orchestra. This past year, 2 of our orchestras were invited to perform as finalists at the National Orchestra Festival in Atlanta, Georgia. The faculty at Lee University are incredible. They have mentored and shaped and molded me so much into what I am doing today. Were it not for the wonderful education classes, the support of the performing faculty in encouraging me to become a better musician on my instrument, while simultaneously encouraging me to pursue professional opportunities outside of the university, I just can't say enough about how wonderful the faculty is at Lee University. And having my own students now apply for other schools, it is a joy and an honor to be able to recommend them to apply to this wonderful school.
I studied piano with Dr. Thomas in Ningon, and my primary ensemble involvement was with chorale and jazz band. I live in Ellendale, North Dakota with my wife and baby girl. I teach nearly all the music courses at Trinity Bible College. Since I'm teaching a lot of music courses now, I think back at all the courses I had at Lee and a lot of their significance, whether it's improvisation with Alan Wyatt, voice applied lessons with Dr. Brendel, choral rehearsal techniques, learning from Dr. Green, and then of course I still have my music history notes that I reference from Dr. Thomas's class.
Hi, my name is Donald Benton. My primary study at Lee was music education, and I was mainly involved in symphonic band and wind ensemble. I'm currently the band director at Walker Valley High School here in Cleveland, Tennessee, where the band serves 270 students in the band program. It is actually the second largest band program in the state of Tennessee. The thing I remember the most about Lee University are the people. That's what makes Lee extremely special to me. I'll never forget Lee, and it will always hold a special place in my heart because of the relationships I built while I was at Lee.
While at Lee, my primary area of study was music education, and I received a licensure in both instrumental and vocal music. I was also involved in percussion ensemble, symphonic band, and campus choir. Currently, I am the music teacher at Michigan Avenue Elementary School here in Cleveland, Tennessee, and I also am the youth choir director at Westmore Church of God. I think the significance of my time at Lee was being mentored by professors who deeply believed that our job was more than a job. It was a calling and a ministry, and that has influenced me for the entirety of my professional career.
Hi, my name is Lauren Buckner, and I graduated in 2012 from Lee with an undergraduate degree in music education with a vocal emphasis. While at Lee, I was able to participate in Ladies of Lee, chorale, opera theater, and choral union. I currently live in Phoenix, Arizona. I am a third-year doctoral student at Arizona State University. Right now, I am teaching undergrad music ed classes and middle school technology classes, and I also work with the Humanities and Medicine group at the Mayo Clinic. What was most significant about my time at Lee was that I was encouraged to always ask questions and never become complacent in my teaching and in my learning.
Hi, my name is Ashley Varner, and I attended Lee from 2002 till 2007. While I was at Lee, I studied music business and music education with an emphasis in piano and a minor in voice and trumpet. Performing, I sang and played in chapel, in Ladies of Lee, the Evangelistic Singers, Lee Singers, and the jazz band. All the classes really prepared me for what I'm doing now. I mean, there's so many opportunities to take so many things. I mean, jazz band was probably my first open door into jazz theory, different harmonies, even R&B. And when I left, I actually did my master's and my doctoral program in jazz studies. So that was a big influence on me. All the opportunities to travel opened doors for me to do internships where I started doing transcription and more arranging things. I got to study with Larry Goss when I was there, and Babby Mason. On the flip side of the teaching things, I had amazing teachers in the education department, not only musically, but just
in educational psychology and how to put lesson plans together and how to be a more effective teacher. And I've kept a lot of those contacts even beyond Lee. Currently, I am Associate Professor in Voice at Berklee School of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. I also teach, I taught piano at their Valencia campus in Spain this past summer. On the side, I do some transcription and arranging work. I just recorded an album with the Ken Brown Band. It's mostly jazz fusion type of things in New York City about a month ago. And then I do my own private studio and my own gigs and writing and things like that, preparing for my own recording. So that's what I'm doing now.